This playthrough is rated E for everyone.
Have you ever had to deal with the equivalent of dropping a toy on the road, but this time it's a living being? Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Guardians Crusade. In the last episode, we started our journey, and we were just, dropping off some mail or stuff like that, like a typical hero would. But now we've got this, little creature following us now. It's weird. It's too bad we have to get rid of that little monster. Yeah, we gotta just drop it off like we got to. Leave it alone. Let's see what the people say. What kind of hell is that? I don't know, man. It looks like some weird pink goo Kirby-like thing. Alright, get that monster out of my field. Hey, get that monster. Oh, you have the same dialogue. Well, you are the same person, basically, for all intents and purposes, so. Yeah, it seems to be wanting to follow us all over the place, though. A little odd. Well, our next objective is to leave town. However, let's talk to people, see what they say. Knight, what in the world is that? Go throw it away. It could be cursed, Man, all these people just want to throw away children, I guess. Where did you find that adorable little animal? The mayor said you have to get rid of him? Knight, I'm sure the mayor knows best. Yeah, sure. He's only an elected official. Oh, how cute. Maybe you can teach her how to go fetching stuff when he gets a little older. Maybe. My laundry is never going to dry if the weather stays like this. I just hope the weather gets better soon. Well, if you live in Oklahoma, the weather always changes no matter what. Just have to wait a minute. Does it change for the better? Not always. How you doing, old man? Good grief, what in the world is that? Is it a dragon? No, it's too fat to be a dragon. It must be a pig of some kind. I could see that, actually, yes. So I'm trying to remember if there was anyone else to really talk to. I don't think so. Other than the mayor. So talk to him really quick and see what else he tells me to do. Other than dropping the monster off. Where do you drop a monster off? Just right outside of town? But if it's following me, means we have to drop it pretty far away. I want you to leave that monster in the caves north of town. Right. Just drop him off in a cave, block it off, wipe our hands of the whole situation. No baby, no mess. Well, that's how you get rid of all your problems, viewers. Just drop him in a cave somewhere. I knew it was easier than I thought. Alright, let's head on to the Cave of Fear. So we obviously avoid the previous town. I think there's a couple lines of dialogue we can get from the town, but... Uh-oh, monsters. They're still the same strength as before, so... Will we actually fight one of the new monsters? Nope. What the? Coward. Huh. Wait, that thing helps us in battle. Weird. Or it could help us in battle. It's in the battle animations. Odd. Nah, it's probably nothing. I mean, we're just gonna... Oh, we gained a level. Nice. Level 4. For the most part, the knight's stats are pretty static. You're going to get the same bumps no matter what throughout the game. Yeah, we got a candy bar. Nice. The money and experience is actually random. It's not the same per monster. So you'll probably get, depending on the monster you fight, you'll get drastically different numbers. So I wouldn't be, oh, I need to fight this monster for all the experience and whatever. I would just fight stuff and just take what the game doses out. Yeah, it's kind of weird how there's quite a bit of variable in the game when it comes to stuff like this. Yeah, we'll just fight them. Just, like I said, soon eventually I will start cutting out battles, but until then. Although if we get enough experience, we get another candy bar. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. But as soon as we gain enough levels, the monsters will run away from us anyway, so... Yeah, technically we're supposed to go right. Let me see what some of the guys have to say. We can't get through to Iston because the bridge is out. Really? Now that's a fat little piggy. Can I help you eat it? Goink! What, did the baby make that noise? Huh. Yeah, I guess so, or something, so... I don't have time to take you out right now, son. Alright. Will you do it eventually? If I keep bugging you? What a cute little animal. You're gonna get rid of it? Why? Because the mayor told me to. I don't know, man. I guess I'm just not a responsible adult. I can't handle the change in my life, which is taking care of another living being. So we're gonna drop it off at some place for someone else to take care of it. I don't have any guests because the bridge is washed out. Do you want a room? I'll let you stay for free, Knight. Nah. For a free night? Okay, maybe next time. Coming in soon. Yeah, because his name is Knight. There's like a couple lines of dialogue that are kind of funny if you leave your name as Knight and not change it. Because of the context of the some of the lines of dialogue. There's only one specific instance I remember being particularly funny, but I think he's the same. Yeah, no dialogue from that. I think in most cases I'll just talk to people outside of houses. What in the world is that? A pig with rabbit ears? Wonder if it would taste any good. Twerk! Why does everyone immediately go to eating it? Well, we do live in a... Most people are omnivores, so... Get the weird animal out of my house! Well, someone actually fights back against adventurers. Everyone in this village needs fur fish to survive. Oh, but that has nothing to do with the pig-like creature. Well, it is a lovable thing when you think about it, I guess, but it's lonely being by yourself in the world. No, yeah, if you're by yourself, sure. The poet is the most handsome man I've laid my eye on. Well, at least they make a point of mentioning that she has an eye, and not eyes. Oh my, what a nice, delicious looking... Oh, what do you call that thing anyway? I don't know what to call it. And if you name it, you get attached to it. I don't think we should be doing that. That can cause bad times ahead. So I think maybe it should be upstairs. That's an interesting animal you have there. What is it? I don't know. Everyone keeps pointing out I don't know what it is. Could be a cat dog for all I know. You know? Although, I don't know how that thing eats and other things. Anyway. Alright, I think that's it for main interactions. Double check one more house just to make sure. Another beautiful day with nothing to do. I'm sorry you have nothing to do there, my man. I mean, I don't mind not doing anything all day, but that's just me. That's just see if there was something inside there. Well, what a cute little companion you have there. I could feed my family for a week with an animal like that. Yeah, if you get a nice suckling pig, get it ready to go, and yeah, you'll feed the family for a long time. But unfortunately, we're not going to do that. We're just going to let it fend for itself. So we're at least semi-humane. So yeah, we need to head off this way now. Just follow the road. It always knows the flavor of dirt wherever it goes. Yeah, look at all these monsters around here. Alright, let's see if we got a new monster yet at this point soon. Again, it runs away. Huh. Well, it's not like we wanted to help us or anything like that. That was just silly. Yeah, I can't quite one-shot this guy yet. But he doesn't do that much damage to me anymore, so... I got it. See, I told you, the drops in this game aren't that bad in terms of everything, so. Yep, another fight. Yeah, I said, as soon as we hit level 5, we'll not have to worry about these guys, so. There's still, oh, there's the final enemy there. I was wondering if we were going to run across this guy, so. Alright, the new enemy here is Bone Flies. They have 35 HP, they cast Poison Dart and use Ring Shot on us. But, oh, they can also possibly drop Padded Armor, which is the next step in armor. But if you don't get it, not a big deal, because the next, the first dungeon we'll run across will be, will get us better armor anyway. So I wouldn't go out of my way to poison. Ow. Yeah, you get poisoned. So like in any game, poisoning does a small amount of damage to you every turn. So you usually want to cure it as soon as you can, but in this case I'm just gonna power through it. Because in this game, as soon as the battle ends, status afflictions disappear. So, anyway, we get 5th level finally. So, now we can don't have to worry about enemies chasing after us the whole time. So, oh, what's this? Here lies Sir Darwin, the holy knight of the realm, servant of God. Rest in peace eternally. Sorry, I forgot that was her voice. The power of God compels you. Okay, anyway. Oh, I guess we still have some enemies that are more powerful than us. Probably that bonefly. Except you're not that much more powerful, so. I guess 6th level might be in this case. In the early game, before we get the monster, it's 5th level, but after a certain point, it's the 6th level where they start chasing you. So, yeah, luckily the loading times in this game actually aren't that bad. Because back in the day, PlayStation 1 games were actually pretty poorly optimized in terms of loading time. So there were some games that were just like, actually, PlayStation 1 wasn't the worst when it came to optimization. I'd say that was the PSP. That system was very unoptimized. Like, there's some games that like were just ridiculously long loading times that were almost nigh unplayable. Final Fantasy Tactics is the PSP version is like a good one to mention in that case. Because, man, there's some patches, though, if you want to emulate the game to make it actually reasonable. Outside of that, I'm not sure. I might have to heal myself, maybe. Depending on if he poisons me again, or I might have to actually heal it. Okay, not poison me this time. We don't have any items right. Well, we have an item to cure poison, but we don't have an item to prevent poison right now. That'll be a little while down the way. Yeah, I'll probably heal myself after this battle. Since we've been getting quite a few candy bars. I almost keep hoping they'll drop the padded armor just to show off. Whoa! Well, good thing. Yeah, I kind of got a little close there. Oh, we got the padded armor. All right. Yeah, if I didn't get it, I wasn't gonna like grind for it or anything. All right. Padded armor. Let's take a look at that. Go to our equipment. Show it off. And it's a +1 to our AC, so nothing huge. A lot of the items in this game don't have huge jumps in bonuses and stuff like that. I think like the final levels of the game is like the final armors are only like +20 or something like that. So, alright, let's go ahead. Heal us. And if you noticed, items do not stack on each other, so keep that in mind. We can only use so much. Only have so many items. But if there's only some way, if only we could find a way to like deal with that. Anyway, that's probably nothing we can do, right? There it is, the Cave of Wonders. I mean, Cave of Fear. Okay, this is goodbye, little pink one. Be careful now. Kablink? Or it should be like Kablink. Night. Kablink, Kablink. Uh-oh. I'm surprised he's just going in there, though. Uh-oh. Well, isn't that what we wanted to happen? Well, the deed is done. I miss the pink baby already. Well, I mean, he went inside the cave, so... It says, danger, do not enter. Terrible demons live within. And there's the bridge that got destroyed, so yeah. Alright, time to head back to town. That's pretty much it. Well, that was an adventure. And yeah, there's the weaker enemies, as you can see. They're little white ghosts. That'll just fly around. Too bad we don't have Pac-Man powers, where we can just, like, take a pill and just immediately finish them off. Oh, here's another new enemy here. Jesters. They have 30 HP, they can cast green magic and whip attack, and they can possibly drop spinach snacks, which is a healing item, but we can one-shot them as the point, so. There's only one other enemy we haven't, actually 2 enemies we haven't run across yet. And we gained a level 6, so most enemies will probably start running away here pretty soon. Although the next step after we... actually, this part of the wasteland, I believe, is level 10 where they start running away, so... It depends on what areas you're at, so... Yeah, I still didn't show off one of the other enemies. There's two. One called Jellyfish Man and Dinos, but I haven't run across them yet. Well, there's the Dinos. Yeah, they're big old dinosaurs. They have 70 HP. They can bite and tail whip, and they can possibly drop hamburgers. Hamburgers are a healing item that heals for 80 HP, which is really nice. Ow. Yeah, luckily that padded armor actually helping us reduce our damage. Yeah, might have to avoid the rest of the enemies on the way back. Because if we go back to our bed, we can actually heal ourselves for free. Now let's see if they drop the hamburger. Nope, not a big deal. We don't have enough HP for 80 healing anyway, so... Yeah, I'll just stick it up. I like sticking the map to point north the whole time. Yeah, unfortunately there's really not much of a quick travel system in this game. Yeah, we'll just avoid all the white ghosts. No reason to fight them unless you want to grind for money, which there's really no reason to grind for money in this game. This game is pretty generous with that. And items. Like I said, item drops are pretty frequent. To the point of almost ridiculous. Like almost they should have just made them guaranteed at this point. But the game would be too easy at that point, so... Yeah, this is another one of those games that's relatively pretty easy for an RPG, but it's all about the adventure and the fun of it. Of just not being a stressful game that you can just enjoy. Sometimes you need those in life. Not every game needs to be like a Shin Megami Tensei or whatever. Well, everything's all calm and ready to go. The baby's gone. And, yeah, we're just going back to our lives. Keep your chin up, Knight. Remember, never cry, men never cry. I'm not crying! Bored? Of course you are, my dear. Little boys like adventure. Old people like me like to live in peace and quiet. True. What's wrong, Knight? You look sad. Is it because of the baby monster? I don't know. I don't really have much of a personality in this game. I'm a silent protagonist. What's wrong, Knight? Why the long face? What are you, a horse? I don't know, I guess. Now let's see what the... I mean, the next thing we have to do is go to bed, but... What's wrong, Knight? Why the long face? You still think that what you saw was real? It's okay. Just go home and get some sleep. You'll feel better in the morning. Yeah, alright, Mayor, if you say so. Sleep away your pain and suffering? Sure. That's like just hop a pill and go to bed? That's how you solve all of life's problems. Why not? Alright, where's the other... Oh yeah, I forgot to go to the town with the Cyclopses. Have you seen my little Bebo? He's lost. Or Bebio? Bebio. Alright, there. That stuff's the same, so... Let's see. I talk to the guys down there. Actually, let's run back to the other town and see if they... I don't think they have any much dialogue. Like I said, I don't remember every single variation of dialogue in this game, so... I wonder what... yeah, that's the same. Okay, so I think they're all resetting back to basic dialogue now. Yeah, we already learned about the toadstool thing. Alright, let me let me run back to the town really quick. The other town, and see if they have anything to say. If not, I'll just edit it out, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, there is some dialogue from people around here, so this guy says something. Knight, let's play a game. Oh, you don't look like you're in the mood for a game. Yeah, sorry, Jigsaw. I'm not in the mood for a game. You know. Although, this is probably a kid's game, so it's probably fine. So. Okay, maybe not everyone has any new dialogue, but some people do, so. I decided to show it up because someone had dialogue. Did you see that? Must be going crazy. Thought I saw a huge water bug go by here. Water bug? Interesting. What does that have to do with me? That's just another thing in the world. Nothing we have to worry about, so. Yeah, there it is. I was about to say if no one had new dialogue, I was gonna cut the whole area out of it, so. No, yeah, you got the same dialogue, so. I guess I could have just cut to the ones that actually have new dialogue and not just guessing into that point, so. Yeah, it's pretty boring around here. Of course, boring isn't bad. I like boring. Adventure? No thanks. I'd rather have a peaceful, boring day. Yeah, I would agree with that. Unless you're Bilbo Baggins and you need the adventure. You know. What's wrong? Why do you look so sad? No, no reason. Everyone in this village needs first. Oh, okay, you had the same thought. Yeah, I guess the letting that pink monster go away makes the night man sad. Oh, that's the same dialogue. Yeah, you already said that. He's a handsome man. I don't know. Not a big fan of one-eyed people, but what's wrong? What's wrong, Knight? Yeah, the only way we can tell what the Knight's feeling is basically from what the people tell us or what our fairy friend tells us. Otherwise, we don't really have much of a personality outside of that. Well, I mean, you could say the personality is fun-loving, adventurous type. There you go. What's wrong? You look so sad. Did the bear scold you? Yeah, he did. Well, not really, but anyway. All right, I'll see you back at the house. So, all right, we're back at the home. So let's take a nap and just put all this behind us. Are you tired, Knight? Do you want to get some rest? Yep, sure do. Good night, Knight. Night, night. Yeah, let's go and save it. I usually, every time I record an episode, I always try to make a empty save every time, so. Until I fill it up, and then go on from there, so. For editing purposes. A lot faster than Shadow Madness, that's for sure. What the? Maybe it's a genie coming to give me 3 wishes this time. No, it's that pigman that we saw earlier. I guess it wasn't a fever dream. Young man, destiny is calling. For you to deliver, you must deliver this baby to its mother. You will find her in God's tower. If you fail, darkness will prevail, and all that you know and love will be lost. I pray for your success. What's gotta be real? We dreamed about it again, right? Knight, are you okay? Were you having a nightmare? Was it about that little monster? Go where? You're not planning on going back for it, are you? I got it, lady. I just can't help myself. Something about that dream, man. And when God tells you to do something, I think you should do it. You're worried about the baby monster, right? Aren't you, Knight? Yeah, I've got to do it. Let's head back to the Cave of Fear and see what we can do about that. Okay. I think everyone has the same dialogue from before, so I think I'll skip this. Yeah. I'll talk to the mayor really quick just to double check, but I think most of the dialogue is the same, so. Yeah, see, everyone says like the same dialogue, so. But yeah, our objective is to basically head to the Cave of Fear again, so. Okay, yeah, he just says about falling asleep, and that doesn't change anything, so. I mean, she doesn't straight up tell us to go to the Cave of Fear, but yeah, I mean, we played it 5 seconds ago. We don't need to be straight up told. You just go, oh yeah, go to the Cave of Fear, so. At least not like modern games where they'd have a big old blip on the corner of the screen going, go back to Cave of Fear, and have a point arrow that says you must go this way. I'm like, dude, I can figure it out. I'm not 5 years old, you know. I think I have a brain that can think and compute. I'm a neural net processor. No, I was about to say, I was trying to see if I could shortcut. I mean, you don't have to follow the road. It's just all about just making it easier for... Surprised they have enough money and resources to have paved roads for the most part. Yeah, luckily since we fought most of the monsters here, or we're at a decent level, the early spot, we don't have to worry about. In this next area though, since it's at level 10, it's about roughly where you might be. You might have a couple monster types here that might want to fight us. But yeah, luckily, now that I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, this section is level 10. Although weirdly, some of them will still run away from you. Oddly enough. Probably not going to run into that one monster. The gel man. Oh well. I guess we just didn't, yeah. Let's get rid of the bone fly first. Actually, this might be the point where I start skipping battles here. Just because we've seen this before, and I can only do so much to make it interesting, so. And maybe we'll get lucky and it'll drop the spinach snack. Not that we need it, just to be, hey, cool, I get a spinach snack. So. Yeah, gain some experience and money. As all you want to do when you beat battles. Actually, a decent amount of money that time, so. Alright, time to go into the Cave of Fear. Are you sure you want to go in, Knight? It looks like you've really made up your mind. Well, if you're going in, then I'm going in too. I just want you to know that we're in this together. And I'll always be on your side. Always. Well, thanks. It's nice to have a loyal companion. And you're basically the voice of the character for the game for all intents and purposes. Knight, did you say something? I thought I heard... But never mind. Interesting enough, she can actually help you in battle, but it doesn't happen too often. She can heal you in some rare circumstances, if it comes down to it. But anyway, find ourselves in the Cave of Fear. Ooh. And unfortunately, there is no map in this cave, so... Yeah, luckily we're at... I actually didn't want to fight that guy, but... Alright. Because they weren't actively chasing me, so... But we do have some new monsters here. So we got Snakera here, which has 30 HP. They can bite and poison spew. And they can drop mind berries. And then Barafunts have 60 HP, they have nails and bite, and they can drop hamburgers. Might as well try to show them off once. There's 5 enemy types in this place. Ow! Probably should heal after this. Yeah, we gained a level up. Level 7, alright. Yeah, the early game we're going to be leveling up quite a bit. Level 10 is when a lot of the enemies will stop fighting you or chasing after you, so. But yeah, even though there's no map there, it's not like it's that difficult, so. Actually, maybe I should have healed there. Because that guy does a... Although we did gain a level, so it won't hurt as much. He'll still hurt, but... Ow. Yeah, we're cutting it super close. Yeah, see? Here's some of the attacks you can do. Sometimes she'll heal us for a small amount. Like I said, it doesn't happen all the time, but... Yeah, definitely need to heal, though. That guy hit us pretty hard. There's a couple items in here for healing purposes. We should go find the baby. Alright. Let's go and heal ourselves. Probably could have bought some candy bars in the store, but I think we've got plenty of healing for this. Like I said, early game is not so bad. Kind of laid back music for a dungeon, don't you think? Whoa. Not that you really can be surprised in this game, so. Yeah, more of you. Actually, since it's not, since these battles aren't too tough. Ow! Unless you get crit all the time. Yeesh. Well, not crit it, but, you know, get a lot of damage to you. Might have to heal again after that, so. Anyway, if we go over here, we get a candy bar. Alright. Yeah, let's go and heal again, so. Yeah, maybe I should have gone to town to buy a couple of healing bars. Or, healing bars. Candy bars, so. Alright. Maybe I'll fight some of the other monsters in here. Nope, just the Barafunt. Actually, I haven't been getting his drops at all. Oh, well, like I said, it's not that bad. Nope. Usually we get a hamburger by now. That way I can heal a lot more HP. Alright, who we got here? More Baraphants, so. Yeah, not quite a, I have to, ow. I have to heal after that, yeah. Unfortunately, they keep hitting me pretty hard. Ah. Yeah, crit ain't enough damage. I thought I'd get enough drops by this point to not have to worry about healing items, but kind of get a little close, I'll admit. There we go, into the level up. Level 8. Now, looks like some of the monsters are now feared of me. Alright, here we get the mysterious toy. Interesting. Yeah, it's one of those junk items, so yeah, just an old toy. What's with all these toys? I thought we were a grown man. You know, what do we need to play with these dolls for? I didn't see you playing with your dolls again, sir. Alright, let's keep looking around. Whoa! Look at that thing. That thing's huge. Anyway, and here we get a cool toy. It's cool. And we also get a bronze shield. Alright. That's the next step in armor. So let's equip that. There is a type of shield you can get a little bit earlier. Called... I'd have to look it up again. Let's see. Where is that? It is the Wicker Shield, which is a drop from an enemy, but we didn't run across it, so it's not a big deal. I forgot. I think, actually, weirdly enough, I think it's an enemy later on that drops it. But it's only +1. This is +2, so if we do get the Wicker Shield, there won't be any reason to equip it anyway. So yeah, we get a little bit more defense there. So, all right. Yeah, it looks like we gained enough levels where the monsters aren't chasing after me now. But yeah, that thing's what a huge dinosaur-looking thing there. So. Yeah, this is kind of like a weird theme for a dungeon, you know, because it's all like cool and calm and stuff like that. There's like, we're just in a dungeon being accosted by monsters. It's called the Cave of Fear, but it sounds like it's just a jolly ride through the dungeon. So, another Baraphant. I was hoping we were going to fight some of the other enemies in here. Keep hoping he'll drop a hamburger. Nope. Again, pretty unlucky on those drops. I guess the RNG's here to hose me like it always does. Like in any game. Oh well. We'll fight those ones because those guys are the more aggressive ghosts. Oh dear. Might just run actually. I usually wouldn't run, but well, I better heal after that, so that way I won't run away in the future. So yeah, the thing is, the game gives you plenty of money to buy stuff with, so it's not like I didn't have a chance. It's just I was just trying to be a little bit cheeky and make this game a little bit more difficult than it was. But you know how I am. Gotta make things more difficult, so. Alright, what do we fight now? Here we go. Another new monster. The Fat Bat. Yeah, 70 HP, body, hurl, and tornado are its abilities, and can drop mind berries. Ooh. Well, he is a fat bat, so that makes sense he uses fat against me, so. Too bad your weapons don't change when you equip different ones over the course of the game. Oh well. Not a big deal. I just like when equipment changes over the course of games. You know, it kind of shows off the just, you know, the progress you make and stuff like that, but anyway. Okay. I was looking at my notes for a second. Anyway, we get a hamburger, finally. So now I can heal a nice chunk of HP if I take a decent amount of damage, so. Yeah, I was hoping the game would drop it at this point from all those Barafins, but oh well. Oh, we got a new enemy here. Blue boys. These guys are pretty strong. They have 115 HP. They can cast Power Blast and use Revival, and they have Sminch Snacks as a possible drop. I was about to say, what are you going to revive exactly? And here's Power Blast. Ow! Ow! I'm trying to think if I have enough HP to survive a, if I can finish him off with one more attack. Better heal. Yeah, usually if he does that power attack thing, you usually want to block when he does that, so. So there's a bit of strategy involved, depending on the enemy. I just want to show off how much damage that guy would do if he hit me, so. Yeah, kind of like in Final Fantasy VII when they teach you, or 7. Final Fantasy IV when they teach you about enemy attacks and counters and stuff like that. When you fight like the Mist Dragon or whatever, so. And here we get a bronze sword. So that's actually better than the sword we currently have by 1 more point. So it's a +2 instead of +1. So let's grab that. Let's see. I don't think there was any swords in between those ones. There was a... oh no, sorry, there is a weapon. There's a long sword you can get in between, but we didn't run across them. That monster's one we run across later. So it's almost like the game maybe sometimes expects you to not find all the items in the game or something like that, so. Okay, so now we have to go back, because we got the items we need for this area, so. Yeah, so it's a common drop on one of those. Oh, here's another enemy here, the Thorntaus. Anyway, he's got 70 HP. He has Bite and Needle Screw, and he can drop a Rotweed item. Ow. God, everyone in this place hits hard. This game isn't even that hard, and yet I'm getting hit by everything, so. I may have to actually leave and come back, actually, if it comes down to it. And buy more candy bars, since I didn't get all those drops I wanted. Alright, let's see. Trying to see if I could run away from them, but not really, so yeah, I might have to run back. Go back to the previous 10 or whatever. I think I've got 1 more candy bar, I think. He might do not too much damage to me to finish me off, so. Because there's a bit of a variance when it comes to certain damages. Yeah, I am cutting this thing close. Alright, gained another level 9, alright. Yeah, it's tough being a knight by yourself, huh? All alone in this dungeon here, fighting all these enemies. Yeah, luckily a lot of enemies here are now running away from me, so. I guess is what happens when you rely on drops for the game. What the? What are you things? This is the entrance to Cal. What business do you have here? We're looking for a pink monster. Have you seen it? Whisper, whisper. What should we do? Pink monster? That must be that little fat thing. Maybe we should take them to the Elder. Good idea. Okay, I'll take them to the Elder. You guys stay and keep watch. You can speak with Elder if you want. Come this way. Oh, okay. Thanks, guys. Well, looks like there's some nice people in here, not just monsters all the time, so. Now, looky here. Seems like a nice area, you know, full of ruins. Yeah, if we could fix this up, it could be a piece of crud. Elder, these people. They're looking for the pink monster. Please, we've been looking all over if you know anything. Yes, we know about this pink monster you speak of. However, we will only tell you where it went if you do us a favor. Do we have a deal? I had a hunch he'd say that night. What do you think? Please, we really need your help. A mushmare is terrorizing my peaceful tribe. It's in the storage room right now, eating up our supplies. Once it finishes all the food in there, it will come out to eat us. We need you to kill it. Okay. We have no choice, Knight. We have to help them. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I guess I can do that before we go in there, so. Okay, well, before we do that, let's take a look at town, so. If you promise to get rid of the mushroom, you can rest here. Sure. Please kill that nasty mushroom monster. It deserves to die. Alright, whew. Finally get a healing, so. Yeah, let's go and save that bad boy, so. Alright, gained some levels, made some progress in the Cave of Fear, but it looks like the creature has run about us in our bout of guilt. We now need to save it. Can we defeat the mushmare and save the little baby? And where do we go from here if that's the case? Find out next time in the next episode of Guardians Crusade. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.